I am an illustrator in 12-step recovery. I've been doing a series of drawings of illustrating the words that I saw in the original big book of Alcoholics Anonymous written by Bill Wilson in the late 1930s and comparing it to definitions that were also published around the same time in the Webster's 1934 dictionary. The other drawings are based on that. This series of drawings is, my title is Religious or Not, and it refers to the kind of occasional debate about, are the 12 steps religious or not? Is it a religious group? Is it a religious program? And I think that's a legitimate question. I certainly hear strong opinions on many sides. But I decided to look up the word religion itself in 1934 dictionary. I don't know that Bill Wilson ever used the word religion. He used the word God and higher power and power greater than human power. But I'm right now focusing on the definition of religion written by Webster's dictionary. It is the service and adoration of God or a god as expressed in forms of worship in obedience to divine commands, especially as found in accepted sacred writings or as declared by recognized leaders in the pursuit of a way of life regarded as incumbent on true believers. Now, I'm sorry that's so long. I didn't write it, but it is the longest dictionary definition I've ever seen in one single clause. You're welcome to go to TwelveDrawings.com if you want to read it, because believe me, I had to reread it multiple times. But I wound up realizing there were 12 words in there that were key to this definition, and I decided to pick them out one by one and make a drawing for each of those 12 words. So the definition includes the word express in the following way. It says the service and adoration of God or a god as expressed in forms of worship. So just the word expressed in the dictionary literally means to force out by pressure. To force out by pressure. Doesn't even say what. Is it words? Is it music? Is it gas? Is it liquid? Is it light? I have no idea. So I reflected on what might the Webster's dictionary definition have to tell me about their use of the word express in their definition of religion. So the adoration of God as expressed in forms of worship. Now I thought about that, and I thought, how many ways are there of expressing something that doesn't mean water or gravel or dirt or something coming out? And I realized it was music, especially if you want to go back to that, picking up on the idea of it being a form of worship. And so I put this setting of a musician in a place of worship. Again, it's non-denominational. I have no idea. It might be his living room for all we know, but he's helping me to illustrate the meaning of the word express, which is to force out by pressure. And indeed, you cannot play any wind instrument without forcing some air out by pressure. But you're turning that force into music, and that's what I thought was the closest I could come to describing, expressing in forms of worship. You can see more at TwelveDrawings.com. Thank you so much for listening.